So thank you so much for being here. As we go today, just so you know, let me make Luce my co-host here. Sorry, I forgot to do that, Luce. We got you, girl. So as you know, it's great to see all of you. We see Janice, we see Elizabeth. Great to have you. Rebecca, great to have you here. Jan, Denny, Phyllis, great to have you. I see Mona, Jenny with us. Lisa Brown, great to see you. Ellen with us. Janice, Ebony, great to have you. Donzella. We know all of you are here as consultants taking a look at your future. So as we go through this today, for those of you who maybe don't know me, I'm Jackie Geisinger, and I am the regional director for the Amber region. And of course, my fabulous peer and partner sitting right next to me, Luce Mercedes Miller, coming to us from the Onyx region. We're going to take you through today everything there is in our JAFRA compensation plan. And as you take a look at this, make sure you've got your calendar, a contact list, so you're thinking of people to add to your team today. Excuse me, I do have a little cold, so I'm going to grab a cough drop. Forgive me. But so keep your ideas, keep your people that you can contact and connect with in the next few days in front of you, and a CTA, a call to action. What are the steps that you're going to take? So you always want to come with that plan, your learning notes, but what are you going to go do as a result of being here today? As you have questions, type them in the chat box. Okay, Luce is going to be there. You can ask questions there. You can do like, oh, light bulb moment for me. Okay, so whatever you need, you've got Luce over there. I'm going to be taking us through the full-blown overview of our Intentional Future Friday today. Okay, so on behalf of Luce and I, thank you again for joining us on this beautiful February. What is it? The 2nd February of the month. Thank you for that. It's a love weekend. With Valentine's Day, President's Day here. A lot of things are ending, as we know, on the 15th of the month, midnight, Monday night. But we just say thank you. We love having you here. This is just a special time for our consultants to be with us, to be able to understand what JAFRA has for you. Okay, so nothing's a silly question. We'll take live Q&A at the end. So today, just take a view, take a look, take a listen on what JAFRA has for you. Let me get ready, share my screen with you as we take you to the program for you today. So let's take you forward. Bear with me and get you into your presentation mode here. All right, we're going to keep everybody muted just for now, like I said, and we'll come back to the live audience. All right, so again, thank you for joining us. On behalf of Luce Miller, Jackie Geisinger, we say thank you from the Amber and Onyx region and all of your fabulous leaders out there. Together, as we hashtag each one reach one JAFRA to grow 65,000 businesses across the nation. You are a pivotal part of that. This today is about feeding your soul of what your future could look like. You may know everything, you may learn something new, but it's all about knowing where you're going and what your future can look like. So for fun, to get us started, consultants only, please, in the chat box, please type your name, what state you're from, and who your JAFRA leader is. That's our way to know who's with us today. So please do that. Luce will be over there as well as we welcome each and every one of you today. So please, down on your bottom scroll toolbar, check the chat box and type in who you are, who your leader is, and again, what state you're from, because we're always proud of where we're from. So thank you for that. Here we go. Let's take you to the future. As we begin today, this is about you. This is about a new mindset. Just like JAFRA has the mindset, the goal, the campaign, the mission to give back after 65 years, to grow to 65,000, this is for you. To see yourself as a leader, to see the success of leading a team and helping others. It takes a new mindset to get new results. You could be someone who has said, oh yeah, I want to do that. And you've said it for a while, but it shifts when you decide today. So we invite you to start with your new mindset today, February 12th, where your future begins. That is how you influence a change and new results. It begins with you in your mindset. So, as we take a look next, we want you to think about what skills do you bring to the table as a leader? Act as if you're a leader right now. What would make you a great leader? So, in your notebook for you, what are your top skills? Is it training people? Is it passion? Is it you're committed? You're loyal? You love to give hope? It could be a quality, it could be a skill, it could be just passionate words. Leadership, knowing who you are, what you bring to others will attract people to you. Are you a motivator? Do you like to set goals? Do you have vision? Do you love to change and improve? Is partnership something that excites you? Are you emotional? What are your skills? Know them, expound on them, grow. Are you trusting? Are you respectful? Look at this board that you see on the slides and think of you, because guess what? Then we have part two. What kind of team do you want? When you see it, you say it. You could picture 10 people in that boardroom sitting at your table. That's your first team. You'll start to find them, attract them. That's mindset to give you the results you deserve. So begin with that first. How do you really grow to be the leader that you are? It takes your mind, it takes your heart, and it takes action with your body. Mind is your focus, and we're going to talk about activities of focus today. It takes your heart and telling your story, because that drives people to want to be with you. And it takes action. You've got to take the action every day to get the results. Be complete with your mind, your heart, and your body. And that will be leadership at your best. Our first segment today, we're going to show you your future. What does JAFRA have on the table for you and the people in your team and the people not yet in your team? So we're going to be working from a document. Luce is going to actually post it for you in the chat when I'm done so that you can upload it to your computer today while you're here. But this is something you want to know. This is your business, the store that you're operating, and it's called the compensation plan. When you go into the Business Hub at JAFRA Biz, you can download it there and many of the top programs you want to know as a leader. I remember learning the compensation plan. Do you know I was in JAFRA years and no one told me about it? I never saw it. And suddenly I went to a meeting as a guest. I was at a leader meeting similar to this. I wasn't a leader, and I saw it and said, OMG. And that's when I said, I want that. I didn't know it was on the table, but I did know it was going to be in my future. We're going to take you through a drive-by with that today. I'm going to do top notes because there's a lot of details. I've taken the compensation plan and put it into slides, okay? But I'm just going to hit some top notes today. I am not going to read you every slide. We'll work on the red boxes and some shout outs that you most want to know. Luce, would you do me a favor, please, and just mute the audience? I'm hearing a lot of background noise. Thank you.
Yes, I just sent you a private message if I could be co-host.
I did make you co-host. Oh, darling. Okay, bear with me, hon.
Thank you.
I did click on it, but it didn't work. Okay, hang tight. Forgive me, everybody. We have to go play technology here. There we go, doll. It just didn't work. Oh, you know what? Didn't hit the okay button. You too can be a leader. So anyway, thank you for that. Okay, let's go. All right, let's take you back to looking at the opportunity. The reason I'm taking this opportunity page today is make sure you are proud out loud about your compensation plan. I'm going to hit a couple of spotlights today that you want to tell everybody. Most people are in direct sales today to buy consumption products. They're smart consumers now, specifically even after the pandemic. The one thing I know, I'm in about probably 15 to 20 direct selling groups in the nation in Facebook. And I got to tell you, I don't see 50% too often. So I am always proud bragging that our lowest compensation plan is 30%. That's the best Kohl's coupon in the world. And you only have to place one order every 24 months. Those are my shout outs. But we offer 50% with 300 retail, and you only have to order every other month to have 50%, 300 retail. That's 3 skin regimens every 90 days. Come on, this is simple math with 500 beauty products. So the reason I'm saying that, oh, sorry, I don't want to sneeze. The reason I'm saying that is be proud out loud and invite people to do a drive by and take a look at JAFRA. Invite them to the joy meeting on Thursday because we are so proud of this comp plan. But don't forget, for you as a leader, you will always be the best consultant. Don't leave the $1,000 retail a month on the table because you get free shipping on your orders. You can see the details in the comp plan. But the reason I'm saying that, as a leader, let me tell you, the reason you have $1,000 in sales isn't just for the income. That means you're talking to enough people to generate that kind of retail. So you're going to sponsor more. Growing your team, it starts with 4, but getting to 8, then 12, then 16 is the key to good leadership and growth. So as you now take a look, we know our compensation plan, but we're also going to take a look at leadership and growth. JAFRA Manager is the first step of 8 steps to our leader income plan. How do you grow your team? It's using our programs. You always, from your heart, put your heart to, put your heart into taking the opportunity to make sure your consultants get off to a great start. The heart into the start, remember the heart, the mind, the heart, and the body is super important. Do not let any new consultant, commitment today, February 12th, remember, new mindset, new results. Starting today, everyone you bring to your team does not leave this on the table. Tell them that when they join, tell them that when they're looking at the business. They have to have 400 every single month because we're not leaving $353 on the table of free products. Here's the key. Ladies, everyone could have 400 in sales doing one party a month, having one day that they work 4 hours in a day, having an hour a week. That $200 a consultant makes a month can be a change for her family. It could pay a bill that they're struggling for. It could help provide the equipment they need for their kids' sports. The key is don't let them leave this on the table and be that committed leader. That's a quality you want to have. Because guess what? Every new consultant then in the future and your consultants of the past need to be in the VIP club. Hey, if you're in the VIP club, bravo, by the way, to you. You can give yourself a high five. How many of your team members, if you have any already, are VIPs? This is the key to success and security. Because the VIPs, again, think of that new consultant. Now she's adding Defy. She's got over $500 her first 4 months in gifts and logo items because you taught her, you expected her, and you coached her how she can fit 400 retail into her busy lifestyle, but add a couple $100 to her income each month. Their first 4 months give you a pattern of their success. But you now are going to talk about, we coach those consultants, but what's in it for you? It's leadership. How do you become a JAFRA manager? You build this amazing dynamic group of consultants that you gave the opportunity to. You're not responsible for what they do, but you have the opportunity to influence them. How do you promote to manager? First of all, you're going to look at the red box. You always, as a manager, have 300 retail a month. You know I believe in 400, so I'm always going to talk 400 to you, if not more. Number 2, you and your team of consultants need to have $2,400 team paid retail. So if they ordered in January but pay their bill in February, that counts as team paid retail in February. Again, a new consultant who joins, so you could have 4 this month and qualify because when they do 400 this month, they get 50%. If they don't, They're going to be at 40% next month. So they need the month they join, they're 400. And when they're in Welcome to JAFRA, it's 400 every month. That is your team of direct and indirect consultants. Look to the right. You're going to learn the terminology that you're growing a central branch, and it consists of direct sponsors, those you sponsor, and indirect, those sponsored by your direct consultants. Okay? So there's direct and indirect in your team. All of you combined, including your sales, will have 300 retail. But the month you qualify, you must have 4 consultants you directly sponsored with 300 or more. Okay? Maintenance on the bottom left is any 4 consultants with orders of any size. But qualifications is different in the red box. You will then earn this month, when you qualify in February, you will earn 11% on the wholesale price. Look down at the bottom left. We take retail. So if you have 2,500 paid retail, we take it times 50%. So it'd be 1,200, right? You make 11% on that $1,200. That's 11% of the cost of your products you buy and sell, your direct consultants and the indirect consultants every day, all month, all your life as a leader. That adds up. If you've been in JAFRA like me, I've been in JAFRA 40 years. Think of all the products you have bought yourself for your family and your customers. You left 11% on the table. No! That's why we're here to talk about your future, not your past. So that's what manager is. If you have questions, you can type it in the chat. But wait, there's more. It just feels right to be a leader, but we want you to stand out. We want to celebrate you for your dedication, and we're going to open your door to a bonus. If you are a first-time ever new manager and you qualify, let's say the month of February, you get 11%. But your first 2 months, March and April, when you achieve maintenance, 2,400 team, 4 ordering consultants, you order 300 or more, guess what? You get an additional $100 bonus. That's a minimum of over $230 every single month of March and April. That's at maintenance minimum. So it just feels so good to give you earning incomes each month. But wait, there's more. Just like you look for people who want to have a business with you, enjoy consumption, enjoy opportunities for income, there's 2 ways to income in JAFRA. So every single consultant on your team has the same thing you do. They can make 50% and 11. And when you invite someone to be a leader with you, you will then promote to what we call district manager. We get you going as a leader, and then we help them get growing as a leader with you. And look at our beautiful jewelry, just like the JAFRA manager pin. Now we have district manager pins for men and women. What is a district manager? Look at the red box. When one of your direct or indirect consultants in your central branch promote to leader like you did. So like Denny will be promoting from Vicky, right? So Vicky has a central branch, Denny's in it, but when Denny promotes, she becomes a directly promoted group like you see in the purple and gold box. So she is breaking away from the central branch and is now part of Vicky's central district. A central district is not consultants, it's all your leaders. So you promote one group and they become a leader just like you. Look at the 2 boxes of 11%. This is so amazing in direct sales. You're the only company I know like this. You still earn 11% on your consultants, but now you have 11%. Vicky would have 11% on Denny's team. That's incredible. Denny's making 11%. Vicky's making 11% on the same team that of Denny's. That's amazing. That's why you could never say you're a pyramid. Everybody makes the same income. In a pyramid, the person at the top makes more. That's not true here. So we promote one group. I'm going to go quickly on this, but here's what's cool. Look at how this grows when you invite people to do this. But there's more. Your future has bonuses. So every time you promote a new group, they're earning the $200 manager bonus, and you get a $200 direct group bonus. OMG. Every single group that's a first-time leader, you get 200 and they're earning 200. But look at this. While you and your consultants are adding people to your team, leaders earn a $500 bonus every quarter. You can't get that as a consultant. $2,000 a year when you add 15 new consultants to your team every quarter. You can read the details later, but look at these bonuses and how they're adding up. So the district manager title has 3 titles: District Manager 1, District Manager 2, District Manager 3. Look at now you're forming a central district. Look at the picture in the middle. You have 11% on all those consultants. A DM2 now has 2 leaders. So let's just say it's Denny and Phyllis out there. Okay. So you get 11% on each of their teams. They're making 11%. But now Denny is going to go promote Ebony out there. That now becomes an indirect branch to Vicky. And so Vicky's making 3% on Ebony, while Denny would be making 11% on Ebony, and Ebony would be making 11% on her team. There is a central branch, a central district where you see the 2 dots, and below that becomes the second level of indirect branches, which is your total district. I'm not going to go into more details than that, but look at the square boxes of commission. Now Vicky has 11% in her branch, 11% on Phyllis and Denny, and 3% down there on Ebony, who Denny promoted. So it just keeps growing in opportunity. And then there's DM3, District Manager Level 3. Guess what? Uno, dos, tres, 1, 2, or 3 groups. 3 groups. Now look, I have 3 groups in my central district, but I can get paid 3 groups down. Now Ebony is going to promote Jenny out there. So Vicky's going to have 1% on Jenny, 3% on Ebony, 11% on Phyllis and Denny, and 11% on her consultants. 3 groups across and 3 levels of commission down. That's called wide and deep. So I did a lot of details. You're going to learn this. It took me a while to learn it myself, but once I got it, baby, there was percentages as wide as I was deep. So there's more. Look at this to the left. Each time you are a first-time DM1, remember a new manager has $200. You promote a group, you get $200. But I become a first-time DM1, I get $200. First-time DM2, I have 2 new group bonuses equals $400. I'm a DM2, I get a $500 bonus as well. I do 3 groups, I get $1,000 plus $200 per new group. But look at the bonuses above it because we're going to teach you the next level in the comp plan called District Director. There's bonuses to the left and bonuses to the right. Look at District Director. There's 3 titles to that too. District Manager has 3. District Director has DD1, 2, and 3. And look at the payout bonus for the first time, plus every group you promote. And the top, Ambassador. Look at those bonus checks. I don't know a job that pays that. Look to the right. When you're a director and you help someone else become a director, this is a do and develop others to do what you do business. Look at the bonuses as well. They get their new director bonuses and you get one for helping them. That's called the heart. So let me quickly take you through the district director program. We have beautiful benefits when you reach this title. You will see a district director 1 is 5 groups. You can see to the right, beautiful jewelry. Look at the commission boxes. Now I have 5 groups. DD1, 2, and 3 can get paid 5 levels down. So Ebony promoted Jenny, right? Which was the first 1%. Jenny's going to go out there and promote Jennifer, who's also with us. And then she's going to promote Shafika. And look at how all the lines go. 17%. Remember, it was 11% all the way until DD. Look at that. It almost doubles from 11 to 17% on your central branch. Still 11% on every team, 3% on their teams they promote, 1% on their teams, 1% on their teams, and 1% on them. I will tell you, this is an incredible program. 5 groups. Let's quickly look at one big perk. While you're promoting groups, you must pause because you could drive a new Mazda. We have a 12 to 14 month program. Look in the box under the car. If you promote 5 groups, to earn a Mazda, you promote 5 groups. Then you have 3 people who promote a group in your groups and 1 person in that second line, okay, like Ebony was, and she promoted Jenny, is an indirect. That is how you earn a Mazda in 12 to 14 months. So if you're going to start promoting groups, you talk to your leader and your regional, and we're going to help you drive a $30,000 car. I'm telling you, there's a lot in your future. But we go from 5 groups to district director 2 is 7 groups. New jewelry, percentages stay the same, but now you have 7 groups. A district director level 3, 10 groups. It goes from 5 to 7 to 10. New jewelry, but there's more I didn't talk about yet because there's more possibilities at the top. It is called ambassador. Ambassadors have more perks. I want you to imagine this. I'm going to show you a car bonus as well and life insurance. Okay. Directors and ambassadors have car allowances and they have life insurance for their family, which I'll show you in a minute. But the ambassador stands alone. There's one level and it's the top of the 8 titles, 15 groups. You help 15 people have income 2 ways, 11 and 50%. There's a commission change here. It was 17, now it's 18. It was 11 on your groups, it's now 12. It was 3%, it's now 3.5. It's 1% for everybody else and beautiful watches as well. But watch this. Our district directors in the upper left corner, DD 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 10 groups have car bonuses from $300 to $400 a month. Our ambassadors now, even if you win the Mazda, along the way getting to director with 5 groups, you can also take a $70,000 beautiful Mercedes-Benz every 2 years, brand new for you when you follow our qualifications. And we have life insurance. It starts at district director with a $112,000 life insurance policy because the people we go to work for are under our roof. So guess what? We give you life insurance. So when something happens to you, they're taken care of. Ambassadors have 225,000. But here's my favorite gift. Believe me, I was almost an ambassador in the field. And then I became a regional 20 years ago. But this is new and this hits my heart the best. If something does happen to you and you go away, all those years you built all these amazing leaders in your team, you get to gift your family, someone in your family, the JAFRA Business. Vicki will be giving this to her daughter as an ambassador when she passes away. So the legacy continues and the incredible income you built for your family. That to me is the gift. So let me finish with this. Again, every time you move up to a first-time title, starting with manager, there's bonuses. Every new group, there's bonuses. As you help others advance in the program, there's bonuses. There's car cash for directors, and there's a Mazda and a Mercedes waiting for you. When you look at our compensation plan, which is the back page of the comp plan guide, which Luce is posting in the chat for you, this is a summary. It tells you the 8 titles, the number of groups you promote, the sales qualifier, and all the commissions and how you get paid. All the benefits from the car to the life insurance is there for you. So get to know the guide. So I'm going to stop a minute, bear with me, and then we're going to come to the how-to in our final 15 minutes. Let me pause. How many of you on screen, if you can turn your camera on when we're back to audience, and thank you for those who have it on. How many of you learned something going through the comp plan that you didn't know? Any aha moments? Okay, and you can unmute your mic. So Luce, if we're able to unmute them, unmute your mic and tell me what was your OMG aha moment. Go ahead, let's just do a couple quick shout outs. Go for it.
Legacy program.
Isn't that cool? Who said that? Sorry.
Denny.
Denny, there you are. Thank you. Isn't that, honestly, it's one of the greatest things that happened since I was in the field. Oh my gosh, it hits my heart. I'm so excited for Vicki. She is in the same boat going, oh my gosh. really a 6-figure income gets gifted to your family as it should be. So love that. Thank you. Who else had an aha moment or learned something?
You know, Jackie, it's Jan. I always learn something from you.
You're so
Always.
sweet. Thank you. I
No,
appreciate you.
you're a darn good teacher.
Thank you. Was there any light bulb moments that you didn't know from the comp plan?
Yeah, you know, I always have a mixed emotion because I love JAFRA so much, but I've got another career. So it just, oh, it tears at my heart.
So thank
But
you, Jan.
I think that I could be a manager.
So I love that you said that. First of all, you can be a manager, and we're going to focus on that mindset to get new results in just a minute. Thank you both, by the way, for sharing. Let me pause on this for a quick minute. If there's questions, there should be questions. Comp plans are never simple. I remember, again, the first time that I saw the comp plan, right? I was like you, I was in the field, and I went, oh my gosh, I didn't know. I had no idea. I'd been in JAFRA for a couple of years. I was a college kid, but I always went to meetings. I just didn't know. No one talked about it. And it was like, what? And that was it. I was a junior in college. I went to manager, district manager level 1, district manager level 2. That was it. I knew this was amazing. Got my degree, and this became my part-time career. But I was like Jan. I had little kids, and I owned 4 companies that I started from scratch. I sold franchises. I owned a fitness club. I owned a hair salon. I was cray busy, and I owned my own weight loss franchise. I was not working 40 hours a week. I was working a lot more at my own self-employment. And you know what? I became a leader in college, going to school full time. I worked full time at college, and I did JAFRA. It doesn't take a lot of time. It takes a lot of focus, which I'm going to go to. How do we do this next? Jan, I thank you for that comment. But you know what? What are we going to do? Wait for the right time? You know what? As a manager, you can become a district manager level 1 and 2, working 10 to 12 hours a week. When you start to hit DM3 to director, it's 20 to 30 hours a week. I'm going to be honest. And then you can go full time. The key is to work the business, not do the busy stuff. Do that in the dark hours where you don't get to talk to people. Okay. So when it's dark, you do all that fun stuff. So I love that you said that, Jan. I get that. I was like that, but you know what? I needed the money and I wanted to help people. And it is so lonely being a consultant. When you got a team, OMG, it's a blast, right, Karen? So it's the truth. There's nothing more joyful than literally having this amazing team or your consult. I remember Bobby was with me way back. I'm from Minnesota. She's from Wisconsin. We used to go on trips together. Literally, I remember I had a young college girl, Michelle Chumslin. You might remember her, Bobby. She's still a leader today. And I got to tell you, she was at a JAFRA party. She was having a baby. She was top of her class in college, and she took this as her career. I, I like gave her a career of a lifetime so she could be home raising her babies, which she did. And you know what? She was fantastic. And she's like Lucy and I. We got together every day and we made our plans. We were so excited. She drove me, I drove her. And you know what? I remember she bought her check. My team had vision boards, and she bought her furnace with her JAFRA bonus. Then she bought her patio. She bought her drapes. And I cried every time she hit a goal. And I'm like, I gave her that to her family. And she got to be the stay-at-home mom she dreamt to be because of JAFRA. That's from my mind with a focus, my heart with my passion, but giving it to everyone and never worrying about, I don't have time. So thank you for that. All right, team, here we go. So let me take you to our final section today because it's just what Jan said. I love this. There's 2 columns here. The blue is adrenaline. The right is the discipline. If you've ever said, well, I don't know, let's just see what happens. Sure, I'll do that, Jackie. I'll give it a try. oh, well, you know what? Let me wait and see what JAFRA gives me. I earned the laptop and then I didn't do anything. I earned a trip and then I didn't do anything. It's always what's in it for me or the gift. What? Or you say, you know what? It's God's will. Or, you know what? It's like, yeah, you know what? Life got really busy. This went down, that went down. Oh, I don't know. Let me see how I feel. Anybody out there, and I'm not looking at the audience, you're all looking at yourself in the view. Anybody out there ever relate to that? You know what? I was there too. But you know what changed? My mindset. And so did my results. To the right column, it's discipline. You have to work a system so that you work those activities. Thank you, Jan, for saying, I just get stuck. I get it. That is the best thing I want to hear. But unstuck now. February 12th is your future, the new you. Define what you need to do. Income producing activities. JAFRA even gives you an income producing activity calendar. It's not more hours or more days. It's that the days and minutes and hours you manage, you do what matters. And you must have a why. I had a why. I wanted to be home with my kids. I wanted to be at the bus stop when my daughter was at the bus stop going to kindergarten. And even today, Luce and I have whys. I'm going to tell you mine. It's going to make me cry probably, but my, sorry, it will. My kids love the Kansas City Chiefs. You all know that. I'm a dork. But my son's name is Montana Joe, and we're very passionate about the football games. And my kids love to go. We've been going to training camps and games, but it's very expensive. And as my kids became adults, we drive 6 hours, we go to games, it's the thing we do. And I had a wish in my mind all my life that as my kids grew up, I would buy them season tickets. Sorry. And you know what I did? I worked really hard, really hard. Discipline. And you know what? 2 weeks ago, I bought season tickets for my kids, something they can have forever for my grandkids. That is what we do. So now, $10,000 I saved, I worked hard for, and I bought him season tickets. You must have a why. It's your engine. So put your efforts into habits.
We
You
love
must.
you, Jackie. We love
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. You can do that too. It never gets old. Finding a why for yourself and others. Leaders' efforts are based on habits. Take ownership. Be accountable. You got amazing leaders out there, consultants. Work with them every single day. All right. Luce and I even are starting to hold ourselves accountable for walking, right? Right, Luce? So here's the key. You must work a plan, priorities, and take action. So everything is possible. It doesn't matter. You're never going to have more time. So take the time and do it right. So let's wrap up with what do we do, Jackie? Okay, here we go. It's called the honeycomb of success. You have to be a product of the product. Start at the top and let's go around the hive. Be a product of the product. Very important. And talk about it every day. Share because people are spending money on products they don't love. Then tell your why. Know your personal motivation. Know your why, like I just shared with you. And thank you for letting my heart go. Number 3, you've got to have a list every day. You must have people to network with, invite, and ask them who they know. Number 4, tell your story. I've told you stories today. And it's just, if you don't know how, go to Judith's Insiders Chat yesterday and listen to Bella. She's amazing. It's always stories. Number 4, use the language. Go to the party fest we gave on Tuesday night. Look at the last 4 slides. Okay. I give you the words of the marketplace in every single party fest, every one of them. You will know the language to use, and I'm going to show you tools. Next, connect. Just do it. Help others. That's all we do. We pay you to help others. That's it. And you got to plan your calendar, like Jan talked about. I love this. It's so important that 3/4 of your time is having conversations with people to invite them to experience beauty and the beauty business. That's 75% of your time. Then be coachable. And that means working with your manager, attending training and being coachable like this today. Beautiful, you're here. That's about 2/3 of your other quarter of your time. And then you got to take time to plan. If you think you're going to wake up and figure it out, you got to plan. So that's the key. How do you really get the bang for your time? It's called parties. Nothing's changed since Jan and Frank's day. 2 parties a week, you'll earn everything, and it's not a joke. Today, the parties go from 4 hours of schlepping bags, driving, going somewhere, to 45 minutes on Zoom, to a 4-day party on Facebook that you pre-plan your posts. If you don't know how to do it, it's in the Content Hub. Know Your Hostess program. Look at my 2 slides from the Party Fest. They're the slides about how people buy and do parties today and why, and who wants to join the business. And they want to join the business where there's virtual party options because it's the new way people shop with their friends. So you must know your hostess program. You need to have hostesses. We're going to give you a challenge at the end today. I love the monthly party offer. If I were in the business, I would use the party offer and give it free. Anyone with a $400 party could get this entire collection, $85 value, free. These are products everybody loves right now for do-it-yourself pedicures. Give it to them free. Find 4 hostesses between now and the end of February and practice. Do Zoom, Facebook, WhatsApp, I don't care, at your home, whatever you can do. Give them this free to be your first 4 practice hostesses. I'll tell you what, I'd book to get this free and help you. You got to ask. So you got to post, you got to ask, you got to go live, use your JAFRA tools. How many times are you copying and pasting the opportunity video, asking someone to take 2 minutes, take a look, because you want them on your team? Do that daily. You've got posts you can do about the opportunity, you've got videos, and you have parties in there. So remember this, excuse me. You have 2 ways to payday. Every day, you're only earning 1 right now. Earn 2. Build your team. There's 3 services. It's even on your order form. We are inviting them to buy and be a client and save up to 10 to 50% every month on your product specials. Hello, that's pretty cool. That's like Kohl's store. You invite them to be a hostess and book a party to get free product and save up to 60, 70%. Or they begin, be a business owner, full consumption prices up to 70% off with their 50% every single month for all their 500 products they might use for themselves and giftables, but have a way to make money. The number 1 need of people in a jobless market today. Luz, can you mute the audience, please? Sorry, I hear a lot of feedback. Thank you. And remember on the order form, use your order forms and use your questions on the question box. Invite them to be a hostess. Invite them to hear more about the business. Invite them to be serviced. How do they want to be serviced? Email, mail, or mobile? You've got to close every order. And when you close, you have 3 questions. You know what? If this business isn't for you right now, then who do you know that it might be for? If now isn't the right time, then may I call you back in April when the new season begins? Is that okay? And if it is for you, Luz, who else is going to join with you? You always start with a business buddy. If not now, then when? If not you, then who? And if you plus who? You're going to have these slides in case you're learning something new today. So here we go. Let's get ready. Get your list out. You need 5 in the hive with you. So it starts with at least 4. And if you all conquer and divide 2,400, it's literally you plus your 4 having 500 each, and you qualify this month. So if your team isn't moving right now, add 4 more to your team in the next 2 weeks. There's 4 people I know sitting right down your block that are looking for opportunities for better shopping, amazing products, and income options. So keep this contact list. You can print these slides when we're done. They're going to be over in our Facebook units. All right. And you can get them from your manager. They'll have these. But think of your list this way. Who are your queen bees? I call a queen bee, and you can write your list while we're sitting here. A queen bee is someone who will love being the queen shopper. She loves deals. She loves JAFRA. She'd love to have our deals. Okay, there's your queen bees. Who's your power sellers? Who's going to have fun selling and doing parties with you? Who needs the income? There's your power sellers. And then below that, keep a list every day. Who can empower me? Who are people who could connect you to people? They're in clubs, organizations, they live in another state, they know people. That's how you build your list to always find people to your team. Then you always have a list of clients and hostesses. Who's the next 4 hostesses to help you in training? You've got a goal. They're going to help you achieve it in the next 2 weeks. 4 new team members, 4 hostesses. Do those things. Let me tell you, your whole new mindset and new results will happen. You always keep a list of potential new clients that you notice on Facebook, that you notice when you're out and about, or you thought about. Give them samples. The samples are on sale through today. That's the best way to win. Next, follow up with them. You always have follow-up people. Always follow up within 48 hours or they ripen like a banana. And then, who do you know? Always end every conversation. I love serving you as a client. Who else do you know that would love our beauty services or beauty income? Great. So keeping your list is key. You will have these tools, but you have to track and be accountable. Remember, we said that in the beginning. You must track to have 65 conversations a month. That's 3 to 5 a day. You do that, let me tell you, you will move into the 8 leadership steps, not just the first. Use this as a tracker and have your manager keep you accountable. We're closing out some hot deals as we close out today. If you have team members or you're going to bring in new team members, hurry, because Midnight Monday, President's Day, goes away the 2 free $81 fragrances. Don't leave the love story on the table. That's a $550 order. Don't leave the demo items, the We fragrance and the lip stains. They're amazing and they don't come off. They're on the table only through midnight. Call your team and your VIPs. Woo woo! Awesome VIPs. Don't leave the offers on the table. Add those into your orders by Monday at midnight. And don't forget to add in this hostess offer to your order for your next hostess. And her $400 party, she'll get that free as well. So it is time to take your business to new heights. We're going to challenge you all to earn 2 chairs now, these next 2 weeks, if you haven't already done it. If you've earned a chair, type in the chat, Rockstar. We're giving you 3 amazing kits to open the story conversation. But you plus who in your team, invite your team to share and grow to your team goal for March 1st. Tell them your team name, tell them your goal, and invite them to earn their chair by sharing. And let's create twinkle, twinkle, big stars in your team. How many VIPs can you have in your team? Welcome to JAFRA, and VIP is the key. So I'm not going to train. I'm going to show you tools. If you're sitting there and you're like, I'm afraid to sponsor. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I'm nervous. I get it. We taught you time. We taught you vision. But now we're going to teach you confidence. And I'm going to just show you tools today. Luce is going to post them in the chat box as well. One, in your JAFRA Biz virtual hub, you have the virtual conversation guide. This is the same guide I trained my team with back 20 years ago when I was in the field. This has everything you need, how to overcome objections. This gives you words about success is beautiful. How would I go live on Facebook in a 30-second commercial and talk about the opportunity? It's right there. You don't have to stumble, fumble, use the words here. Guess what else is in the guide? Okay, I'm getting ready. She said, yes, she wants to hear more. I don't know what to do. Yes, you do. It's right here. What do you bring? What do you say, whether it's Zoom or in a room? And then all the steps while you're with them. You're going to welcome them and connect with them. We teach you how. Share your story, present the opportunity. We literally tell you what to do. OMG. We also tell you how to do a virtual business. We show them all the tools we have. We then know how to close it, which is 9 times out of 10, the hardest part is closing. We tell you what to say. And oh my gosh, she said yes. Now what do I do? There it is. All your steps. Do you know we have everything for your virtual parties? In case that is a fear, get over it. Listen to yesterday's Beauty Insiders chat with Hudith. Oh my gosh, Bella said it so true. Know your why. But guess what? The virtual hub has parties mapped out just like this. You can go into your product training, and in there is a party for all of the different categories. We have parties ready to go. Whether you use them on Facebook, you use them in a home, you use the tools in Zoom, it's there just like this guide. There's one article I love. I used it all my life with my team and training leaders, and I still do today as a coach and a regional. It's from Dana and Neil Phillips, Luce is going to post it for you. We will put all of these as well in unit number 1 or guide number 1 in our Facebook group. It is called the 5 steps to recruiting. I don't use that word often, but that's what it's called. And it shows you, how do you sponsor? Here's step 1. We also, if you don't know how to customize your story, this gives you all the steps how to do it. And the last step, if you have fears, is reading this guide. It's a quick guide of number 1 superstar sponsoring and growing your team. We've posted it here, and again, we'll have it in Facebook. So we wrap this up today saying, guess what? We know how to get there. We know what we got on the table, but your future is what you do now. February 12th is your future. New mindset, new results, and it's talking to people. Use this tracker. Luce is posting it as well. And we end with a challenge, not just 65 conversations, but for those of you listening to the recording or here live with us, here's your challenge. It's the Focus challenge. Yes, I said Focus. It's 4 + 4. We're going to challenge you to hold 4 practice parties between now and the end of February. Time to go. There's no time like the present to begin your future. So you're going to track that. You're going to book them ASAP, or you could do 1 party tomorrow on Saturday and have 4 hostesses at a time. It's all up to you. And to add 4 new team members. Even if you already have 4, add 4 new. Old team, new team, get ready to explode. People are looking for you in a high demand. 4 + 4, take the challenge and let Luce and I know when you did it. And we can't wait to welcome you to our regional team March 1st. And guess what? If you give it your all and it didn't happen, here's what I know. Your future month then will be the month of March. You didn't fail. You gave it your best. It didn't quite happen, but it's going to happen in March. So on behalf of Luce and I, this is your Future Friday. So I am going to stop. And Luce, how is our chat box going out there? Catch me up.
They're so excited. I mean, they already have people that are on our call that are willing to go straight into the next level, even joining JAFRA as a consultant. So that's really good. And they're asking, what is our Facebook group page for them to find out more information about the presentation and the units.
Okay, excellent. So just go into your Facebook search, type in JAFRA Consultant, okay, JAFRA Consultant Team. It will pop up. You could type in JAFRA Amber and Onyx region, and it will pop up. And we will add you there and get every one of your consultants. It'll save you lots of communication and work. Everything that's hot and happening is happening there. Then when you're a manager, you'll be in our WhatsApp group for leaders. So you're in the know and the now every minute of the day. But we only have that for leaders, okay? So thank you for that. Any other questions, Luce, that you saw in the chat or comments that I need to know?
I did see there's a lot of consultants from different areas that ended up joining us. So we should be seeing a lot of people going into that leadership aspect. There's 11% in the table. I mean, why leave it alone, right? I mean,
Exactly.
we want as much as we can. But if we want to open up the chat real quick, we can. Our room, I could definitely do that. Something like that.
And let me do this before we open up mics here.
Okay.
If anyone is here and you didn't sign in the chat box, please do. Please list your name. Please list what state you're from. We love to know that, and who your manager is. Okay, that's our way. We're kind of taking roll scroll today. So if you can put that in the chat box, that would be great. And thank you for that. Okay, we're gonna open mic. Okay, I'm not gonna read the chat here. So what do I mean by that? Go ahead, unmute yourself. And if you have any questions, this is your time first for questions, and then we'll end with what you learned today. Okay, so first, any questions? Take it away, unmute.
They could unmute themselves, so it's open.
Okay, good. Thank you. Just unmute your microphone and feel free to ask any questions.
I just wanted to say this is Carmen Tleen.
Yes.
And for some reason, I wasn't able to get in the chat. But anyway, I'm with Sylvia Pine from California, San Diego, California. And I've been with JAFRA for 50 years. And I just want to tell everybody who wants to become a manager that I was a manager a long time ago, and we had to do so much to be a manager. Now, what the grace of God that we've got you guys and everything that they're giving to us and helping us along the way, so we aren't having to rely so much on just ourselves. We have a whole huge team to do that. So I'm looking forward to reactivating into the management team. With having a great grandson that I'm having to take care of, it's kind of a little tough. It's like going backwards. You know, when I first started, I had my daughter. And so it's amazing that you can do this. And I even got my ring when I did $600. I bought my JAFRA. You can't probably see it, but it's a bumblebee with diamonds and rubies. So
I
that was my
love
gift to
that.
myself.
Okay, Carmen, you said so much. You're beautiful. Thank you for that. We're excited to have you back. So yes, absolutely. A couple things I'm going to grab from our conversation. Number one, she had a why, right? So have a why. If it's football tickets, if it's a ring, that's what we go to work for, to be able to do, be, have, or give something to the world, our family, ourselves. Number two, oh my gosh, Carmen, I relate. When I joined, I was 18, it was $95. Are you kidding me? It's $10, 19. I don't even care what the kid is. It's like ridiculous, right? But at the end of the day, I had 12, I think it was 12, 10 people and 5,000 retail back then. It was not easy. We have made this so fluid. You
Yeah.
can't fail. Even if you get there and you take a step back and something happens, come on right back in. A lot of companies, by the way, a couple of your top benefits, they do not pay you on your 11%. Okay. So on your sales. So think, if you've been in JAFRA 40 years buying all this product, you left that on the table. But most companies in leadership do not pay on personal sales of the leader.
Right.
Second, most companies, including a pink one, do not pay on indirect sponsors. Did you know that? They only pay on direct. You have a very rich comp plan. I'm in 15 to 20 companies. Let me tell you, I'm bragging out loud all the time. I get leads. We disperse them everywhere. Really, you have a huge plan. Like Carmen said, it's incredible. It's much easier. And we never had this much training and support. We are here helping your future managers want to be a manager. You have leaders who are coaching you every week. We have JAFRA Virtual University to train them. It's never been this simple. The key is just inviting people. And I'm going to end with Carmen's other comment. So many people, if you read my 2 slides from Tuesday night about the market, the last 2 slides, oh my gosh, she hit the nail on the head. So many people who used to be retired are now home Zoom schooling their grandkids or taking care of them. So COVID, the pandemic, has given us opportunity because people need us more. Just the joy of us, people are looking for, right, Carmen? Taking care of grandkids, let alone, you know, they still want to learn and grow and they need the income. And it's a jobless market right now. So we got a problem out there. People don't have the jobs they used to. So thank you, because you said so many beautiful golden nuggets in that. So thank you for sharing your story. All right. Anybody else? A comment? What helped
There
you
is,
today? Anything you
there
want to
is,
share?
there's definitely one, Jackie,
Yeah.
and I know we know the answer to this from Donzella. She said if you were a previous manager and decided to come back into leadership, you won't get the promoting manager bonus. However, you will get the title movement bonuses, correct?
Okay. So let me clarify, because I'm going to say it exactly correct. So the new manager bonus, okay, it's called the new manager bonus, which is the 100 your first full month, which would be March, and the 100 in April when you hit maintenance. Those are only for first time new managers. So if you've been a manager in the past with the current kit number that you have, sometimes people go away. This might be Carmen. That's why I said this. It's a great question.
Yep.
Carmen might have been a consultant and she left, but she rejoined and she has a new kit number, and she's never
Exactly.
been a manager with that kit number or case
Yeah.
number.
Yeah.
She gets the new manager bonus.
Yeah.
But if it's the same case number as you've always had and you used to be a manager, we go as far back. Some of you have been here a long time like me. We go as far back as 1999. That's the last time we know you've been a leader. So if it's been even in the early 90s, we don't know that. Okay. So our records go to 1999 for you to be the first time new. So it's a really, really good question. However,
That is a good
to
question.
to Donzella's point, now maybe you were a manager, but you were never a DM1. Cool. You're going to get a $200 new group bonus plus your $200 first time DM1 bonus.
Mhm.
Okay. So I just want, because that was a full great question, because there's a lot of little hiccups along the way with a company that's 65 years old. So
Mhm.
love it. Thank you. Anyone else, comments or questions? How did today help you? Feel free to open mic. Okay, I'm gonna
I
ask.
just
Oh,
want to,
go.
I
Please,
want to add
Carmen.
one more thing. One thing that was really important is all the different other companies that some of the companies that I'd seen and been with, or was that they were pyramids. And so we, that was really, really important for it to be, you're getting money from everything, but it's not a pyramid style.
You know what? That's important. So thank you. Let me hit a couple of comments. You know what, ladies? You may know this, you may not, but I think the more you know, the more confident you are, right? So I love being the best confident woman you can. What I want you to think about, a couple of things Carmen said there, is a pyramid, which even truly, I'm going to be honest, there really isn't too many pyramids that exist, because legally they're knocked out. Okay. This is a world where direct selling is normal now. It's the new business normal. Okay. It's not buying a franchise. It's not owning a business or a startup. The new business model, because of social selling and the pandemic, is now self-employment is direct sales. And many people are in 3, 4, 5, even 10 companies because they love buying consumption, and they don't care if you love oils. Why would you not buy consumption if we don't have them in JAFRA, right? So if the company allows you to, we allow that. And then they've got the opportunity again to be in many companies, and we don't have rules on that. You can be in as many companies as you want to. So the key is just be smart. I'm just a business owner. Be smart and be really good at one of them that you love the best. At the same time, the best question, if you're looking at companies or to train your consultants, is to say, is the company that you're looking at, because many of them are shopping and looking now and comparing, is it in the direct selling association? We always have been, we always will be, because we are legal. Do your compliance duties, please. You saw all our commissions on every slide. You need to do the same. Okay. So very important. A pyramid is when only the person at the top. Look at JAFRA. We pay everybody. We have bonuses. It's equal opportunity. It could never be a pyramid. Okay. So it never has been, never will be. So again, be very proud out loud of who we are and what we have. Okay. So thank you. I love that comment. I'm going to ask this feedback before we go. Our power hour is done here. For Luce and I, we kind of spontaneously put Future Friday on the books. We're going to ask all of you as consultants. You can open mic just for feedback for us. Is this valuable to you and helpful?
Absolutely.
Okay. Could you tell us why? Expound on that a quick second, please.
It gives all of us as a consultant at that level an opportunity to join together, hear from two of the best and our regional leaders on how we can improve. We go to a lot of meetings. We're doing this, that, and the other thing. This was focused. This was straight on focused training that we can go back and look at step by step that will get us to the next level.
I love that. Anybody else agree with that?
I completely agree with what she said. This was a very great training, and it was really essential for me to listen to. I've been a consultant for many years. My mother's my manager.
Who's your mom? Who's your mom?
Wendy Travis.
Oh, did I meet you in Arizona?
Probably not. You probably met my sister.
It's your sister. Okay. Oh, I love your mom. So I'm
Yes.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just love that. Okay, so tell us more, Jennifer. Thank you.
No worries. Yeah, so I've been using, obviously, JAFRA products all my life since my mom started when she was in college. And I've been a consultant since probably I was in college. And I'm just now on the track to start building my business and really making a business out of it, and listening to all the trainings, excuse me, and this one was really good. I put it on my calendar and I listened to you while I was taking my morning walk, and it's been great to listen to this, and I've learned a lot.
Thank you. Oh, you make my heart happy. Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate that. Okay, anyone else want to share before we go? Okay. So we say thank you. Your call to action, track 65 conversations. I want you to live in this world. What if someone didn't invite you? Care from your heart, not your head. Get over yourself if you're in fear of something. It's not about you, it's about them. And some of you, you know what? I said no from the middle of January or June, hi Fanta, every single week, all the way until the first week of September. I said no every week. But she said, do I have permission to call you back next week? Sure. Do I have permission to call you back next week? Sure. And then, because she had a party every week at her house, every Thursday at 7 p.m. And the friend I'm visiting out here in Montana was the first person who went to that party. She said, well, since you're coming, is there anyone you want to bring along? Because I finally said, my friends are gone. I'm leaving for college. They already left. I'm the only one here. I'm bored as heck. Yes, I'll come have that darn facial. Because my mom gave her my name and said she should do this. She works in the cosmetics department at the drugstore. And I did. And my mom got a royal almond oil. And you know what? This woman had a party every Thursday to bring people to try JAFRA. I was at a 30-minute party. I put the product on this much of my face and I said, OMG. Royal jelly, I was in. I said, why would I buy from you? I'm going to buy my $95 kit and I am going to sell to my mom and I'll never pay a dime the rest of my life. And my friend came to the party with me and she was like, yeah, Jack, yeah. I'm like, okay. And guess what? She's still a JAFRA consultant today. We all love JAFRA. And you know what? Had that woman not invited me, I can't even imagine what my life would be like. Live in just the opportunity for them, never you. It's a gift. It's the greatest gift you can give from your heart. So your call to action, tell your manager you're here and make your commitment. Okay? Make your commitment to say yes now. Don't say, oh, I'll do it by Christmas. Oh, I'll try. Don't go on adrenaline. Go on discipline. You deserve it, but they deserve you more. They're looking for you. So 4 parties, practice, try. I hope you get nervous doing that. Gosh darn it, just do it. It's the best way to sponsor, right? People bring people. At every party, I sponsored someone, typically the hostess. It's the best way to get more parties. Have them invite 30 and you'll walk away with 2 bookings, a new sponsor, and 10 new clients. I'm sorry, I don't know how else to make it any better. Parties is the answer. If you got to give your royal jelly free, do it. I don't care. Costs you 18 bucks, 20 bucks, whatever it is. Who cares? Go get it. You deserve it. 4 + 4. You let Luce and I know when you do it, and we can't wait to celebrate you March 1st. Thank you. Have a love weekend. We love you for being here. And thank you for your feedback today and being involved. We wish you the best. Bye, everybody.